Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. So for part 3 in our manicure and natural nail series, we're going to be talking about nail art. Nail art for natural nails. It can be a little bit more challenging to do someone with natural nails only because obviously the space is limited. That does not mean that you still can't have a customer show you a picture or get a nice cool design. There's so many different ways that we can design someone's nails when they're short and they have a gel manicure or a regular manicure or just wearing their natural nails. So I'm going to show you 5 different easy type of beginner friendly nail art techniques that would be excellent for you to try out on your natural nail clients right now. All right, so now we're gonna be doing some nail art for natural nails. So I have 5 different things that I'm gonna be doing with this hand. I just painted it with 2 layers of polish, of gel polish. So as you saw in my nail art video, anytime you have polish, I'm just gonna go ahead and use a little acetone and wipe off the shiny layer because it helps the art stick to it better. So for this nail, I'm actually gonna be doing a chrome, just to show you that some of the looks that we can achieve by doing natural nail art. So for chrome, what you actually want to do is paint a layer of top coat. We want to make sure that it has something shiny actually to stick to. So the polish itself isn't enough. You got to use the top coat. So I'm going to paint a thin layer of top coat because I'm going to have to do another layer of top. So I want it to be thin, and I'm going to go ahead and cure that. Okay, so after that cures, I just have a eyeshadow applicator. I'm using Kiara Sky 24 karat gold for this. And I'm going to take a little bit and I'm going to just rub it on. When you have top coat, it gives it that nice shiny layer. So chrome is always a nice pop look that people that are doing gel manicures can wear. It gives them a little bit of stand out nail art without being too much. Okay, after that I have another little makeup brush that I use, and just get rid of any of the chrome powder. And I will clean up the sides with a little bit of acetone and a cleanup brush. And then I'm going to use more top coat to just seal that in and cure that. So we have the first nail done, a nice simple chrome nail. So for this nail, I'm going to be doing a little foil art. So I have Macart nail art foil, and I have some pre-cut pieces that I'm going to be using. This is definitely another easy nail art technique for natural nail clients. So for this, what I like to do is I'm actually going to work from the bottle, and I have a micro detailer brush. This brush is super tidy. Can you see that? And I'm going to just scatter a little bit of this foil glue onto the nail. So I don't want the whole entire nail covered. I want to have like a splattered look of the foil. So I'm going to scatter it, and then I'm going to go ahead and cure that for about 30 seconds. So after that has cured, it's hard to see because it's clear, but that level is cured. So I'm going to go ahead with these couple pieces of multicolored foil that I have. And because I scattered it, it's not going to appear everywhere. So it's going to be very splattered. So it gives it a nice effect If you want to add more, I would just go back in with the brush. Same concept, repeat it if I wanted to get a certain spot. This looks good for me. Make sure that you're supporting the person's finger when you're doing foil, because you have to press down very hard. All right, and then I can add top coat to that. Put this into the machine to cure. Okay, so this has top coat and it's all sealed, ready to go. For the middle finger, I wanted to show you. So I asked my client to bring in a picture. She brought me a picture of some dots that she wanted to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of make it work with the color scheme we have going, but I just wanted to show you, how we can mimic someone that brings in a nail art picture and go ahead with that. So for this, I'm gonna need my dotter. I'm just switching up the colors a little bit to, like I said, work with the color scheme that we have going on. I'm gonna start with some big dots, just like in the picture. And a couple little small ones here and there. And then we have a different color. Add a little pink to this. And you can cure this in between, but because the colors aren't overlapping, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the whole thing. The last color, I'll put gold. All right, so after I do all the dots, I'll go ahead and cure that. Once that's cured, I'm gonna go with the top coat, seal everything in. Make sure to seal the edges and cure that. So now that that is sealed, we're gonna move on to the next nail. So the next one is going to be rhinestones. So using rhinestones with natural nails, we have obviously a lot less space. We wanna make sure we have our placement correctly. For this, I like to use the Manicure nail rhinestone glue. This is on the nail tech shop on my website as well. This stuff is amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead with some bigger pieces and some smaller pieces, and I'm gonna kind of highlight it with some gold beads. So I'm gonna begin by placing a little bit of this glue where I want to place my stone. So I know I'm going to do something kind of around the cuticle, and I might have it come up here. You don't need to brush it in. You just want to be a little bit light with it. And I'll go up the middle of the nail. If I need to add more, this stuff is good. I like this type of nozzle that I could just add it if I need to add more. So I want one big stone by the cuticle. I don't want to do too much, again, because this is a natural nail. And then I'm going to just go on the side of this with 2 medium size or bigger stones. And when you place rhinestones, we don't want it too close to the cuticle. You don't want it too close to the free edge because the nail will grow. So we don't want those stones to be disturbed as the nail is growing out. I'm gonna go the next size down. on the side, and then I'm gonna go one size down again. Just gradually getting smaller as I'm coming up the side of the nail. And I'm gonna push it so it kind of looks more circular. I'm gonna take these little caviar beads. These things are very annoying to work with, but they are really effective to the final look. So I'm gonna pick, I like to work one at a time. It seems tedious, but they're too small to try to maneuver on the nail. And I'm just gonna place them wherever to kind of highlight where I have the rhinestones already. Kind of placing them in between. And I want to put one little stone in the middle. Okay, once I have everything, I can kind of wipe this down. This will go away when you use the top coat. So once everything is placed how I want it, I'm gonna have her put her hand in and cure that for 30 to 60 seconds. Okay, once that cures, I like to cover my stones in top coat. I like to be very thorough. I always make sure I'm getting every nook and cranny to make sure that nothing is coming off. So it seems like I'm like putting it all over her skin, but I will wipe this off. But I really want to make sure those stones are completely covered. So after I get heavy with this top coat, I'm just gonna wipe away anything that I put onto her skin with my cleanup brush. And then I will cure that for another 60 seconds. That came out the machine. Stones are nice and secure. We're gonna be moving on to the last nail. So for this last nail, I wanted to do a little bit of drawing. So again, I'm gonna go in with some of my gel paints, and I'm gonna be using my McCartland number 2 liner brush to just do some abstract lines. So the nail was already wiped previously. I'll give it using the same colors that I did before. Just gonna do a little bit of abstract. All right, lastly, I'm gonna take some of the striping tape just to go with all the gold that we have going on with the other nails and just give it a little bit more of a pop. Okay, so once I add the striping tape, do a couple little lines, I'm gonna go ahead with a top coat. And sometimes I'll do 2 layers of top coat when I'm using striping tape. So the first coat I'll put on, seal the edges, and then make sure anything's sharp. Sometimes if you go to the edge with the tape, I want to use a soft file, and then I'll do another layer of top coat because these tend to peel off as the top coat wears. Okay, so after the first layer of top coat cures, I'm gonna go with a 240 file. Just make sure, in this case, I don't see anything, but sometimes, again, I want to get rid of the striping tape extra. And then I'll go ahead and reseal that again with another layer of top coat. All right, so once that comes out, we have all 5 nails completed. I'm gonna go with some cuticle oil. Massage that in. A little bit of lotion. Okay, so then we have 5 basic different types of nail art that we can do for natural nails. The manicure natural nail series. Again, if you guys have any questions at all about anything that we covered, basic manicure, gel manicure, polishing with gel polish, removing gel polish, doing nail art for natural nails, please leave me a comment below. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.